Every new console launch needs standout exclusives to showcase for generating interest in the platform. Godfall looked like a fun third-person action game and a great launch title for the PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, everyone should probably steer clear from this disjointed title. I'm Joe, and this is the Coffee and Adventure review of Godfall. In Godfall, your brother's a total jerk. He's decided to become a deity, and in the process tried to kill you. He failed, and now you're back to take him out with some help from, some floating faces? Godfall's story's awful. The narrative feels like it's fumbling in the dark, trying to find a light switch, but the best it can do is turn on the Fisher-Price flashlight your toddler left at the foot of its bed. None of the characters matter, including the ones that are supposed to. This ultimately leads to feeling like there's no real payoff for beating the story. The gameplay itself is actually fun. Movement's fluid and combat feels good. There's a decent variety of weaponry, and each plays uniquely. The enemy variety feels good too. The game also features loot and crafting, and min-maxers will definitely want to spend time sorting through all of that between the missions. There's also a pretty massive skill tree to explore. One of the most confusing mechanics to me though are the Valor plates. While it seems like the game intended for them to play differently, offer different stats and so on, the Valor plates end up just feeling like cosmetic collectibles with a single unique ability. There are a dozen to unlock, but it ultimately feels like you should just go with whatever you think looks cool. Oddly enough, there are some Valor plates that are masculine and some that are feminine. Both have the physical features and corresponding character voice to match that though. Why? Why does my character's gender change based on the armor they're wearing? From an audio-visual standpoint, Godfall's actually a pretty good-looking game. I love the art direction and the color palette. I also like the environment design, and I think it keeps things interesting. I actually really enjoyed Godfall's combat, enough to pour nearly 30 hours into the game. That said, the game doesn't really do anything to justify itself. It's pretty and the combat's fun. Beyond that, Godfall is a confused, disjointed grind of a mess. It can be enjoyable, but I can't recommend anyone spend the money or time on it that I did. Coffee and Adventure gives Godfall a 2 out of 5. If we've earned it, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment to let us know what you think of Godfall. You can follow us on Twitch and Twitter as well for our other content.